Passing. There's the pass to Horford. Kicks it to Teague. Clock at 6. Another shot. Hits the front of the rim and out. Last year, a good one for Jeff Teague, Clark. He was a first-time All-Star in this league.
He's a pick-and-roll technician, so good in reading the defense as he operates from that spot on the floor. He was really the catalyst for what was a really efficient offense for the Hawks.
Now here's Teague. He has 5. Horford sets a screen for Teague. Out to the wing. A baseline J. Horford no luck.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And, guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
And Jeff Teague, a real speed merchant. I mean, very tough to stay in front of. He can put you on skates, blow by, and get right to the rim.
Ball going up court. Whoops, they pick off the pass. And now it's Teague running. He can go all the way. And it's blocked. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Hawks will retain possession. Irving's checked in for the Cavaliers. Max checked in. Here's Bazemore, defended by Paul. Millsap a screen on O'Neal. Horford dishes to Bazemore. Back to Horford. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line.
And guys, Jeff Teague, an attack guard. He's just an average three-point shooter, but he gets to the free throw line in bunches, shoots at a high percentage.
Oh! And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now.
Clark, there is a swagger out here on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
That's right.
I tell you what, I used to love to go up and jam like that.
And now the fast break. Irving with the ball. Uses the glass that time, and it's good. Irving's got 4 points in the quarter.
Agility leads to thievery there as he's got his hand in there to get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
And Clark, that's been the story of this game so far. I mean, they cannot hand over any more easy points in the open floor.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
That's got to be job number one right now. Nothing easy on the inside. And, folks, he does more than just put 2 points onto their lead. He does it with a little bit of flair.
He sure does. You're right. It's a dazzling move to the bucket for him.
I'll tell you what, he may not be the biggest man in the league, guys, but he more than makes up for that lack of size with amazing aerial skills.
Easy little jumper for him right there, guys.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers. They put up a nice win against the Bucks the last time out.
And we've talked about how in the NBA you've got to earn your points the hard way, and that really wasn't the case in that game for them.
No, there was no hard way about it. I mean, they got their points easily on dunks and layups against a defense that really didn't offer much of a fight.
1:25 left to play here in the second quarter. Here's Mr. Moves. 10 points for him.
How about the reaction time on that pass? Quick. And what good work there to get in the way of it.
Horford, no luck.
They're really getting the work done inside with their rebound.
The defensive backboard has been controlled. They have not allowed a lot of second chances. It's been about one and done for the most part. And I'm not talking about leaving college.
Yeah, I know you're not. That's a bunch of good rebounding taking place there, boy.
A solo fast break. And the ball goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Horford. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Cleveland. Curry comes in for Mr. Moves. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Dennis Schroeder's checked in for Thabo Sefolosha. There's 47 seconds left here in the second. Outside Curry. Shaq with it. He's picked up by Millsap. And another miss by Cleveland.
Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
Last season, we saw Al Horford rounding back into form back in late 2013.
Exactly. I mean, the Hawks just had to bide their time while their best player was out. You saw once he returned, though, he makes a big difference for him.
Jordan, he's Millsap. And it's Korver in for Kent Bazemore.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Now, here's Schroeder, guarded by Curry. Outside Korver, all alone. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Cousins has got his fourth rebound in this one. And the wide open, he hits the shot at the very last second.
Goodness!
Woo!
The pressure on him in those circumstances was massive.
Oh, man. What pressure? You guys are over-exaggerating here. I mean, you can't rattle this guy, no matter what the situation is.
And we've reached halftime in this one. Cavaliers on top, up by 12. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's
Well, thank you, Kevin. Here.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here alongside Kenny. The first half was all about Stephen Curry. He had 14 points and 1 steal. The first 2 quarters went very well for him. What'd you think, Shaq, about Cleveland?
The area where they impressed me the most has been on the boards. When the shot's gone up, everybody goes for it. Just a matter of maintaining that energy, playing with that same kind of aggression in the final 2 quarters.
Talk to me, Kenny. How did you think Atlanta played?
Well, right now, they're getting a little embarrassed on the defensive end. They got outshot in the first half. But that's because no one put their foot down on...
So that does it for us. Hope you enjoyed our halftime show. Now, we take you back to Kevin Harlan for the second half call.
Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback.
You know, Curry is playing extremely well. He has 14 points, and he's got 9 points from behind the arc.
And that's been an important part of his game today. It's really spaced the floor.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. So on the floor for Cleveland, LeBron James is out there with DeMarcus Cousins. And there's Mr. Moves. Then it's Chris Paul. And it's O'Neal in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Here's Mr. Moves, covered by Sefolosha, and the dunk by O'Neal.
Beautiful pick by the big man, Cousins.
The Hawks trail by 14. With the pass. And here is Teague. 5 points in the game. And the layup falls. Teague's got 7 points. Cleveland's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. Hawks were so dominant last year and were the first team to clinch their spot in the postseason.
Hawks also would wrap up the top seed in the East and were able to advance against the Nets in 6 games.
And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. And Bazemore kicks to Horford. Cousins against Millsap. Back to Teague. 17-foot shot on the way. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
You know, in the second round, the Hawks had a bit of trouble once again with the Wizards. Were able to get by them despite going down 2-1 in that series. Seemed like they were out of gas against the Cavs in the next round.
And the slam dunk by Bazemore.
Well, they need those kinds of plays right now. I mean, smart defense generating some offense.
And really, Clark, that's the way you get yourself back into the game. Key stops and then try to get out in transition for some easy ones.
And the shot is good.
And really, with the Hawks in the postseason, they just ran out of help. I mean, the Korver injury, the Carroll injury were huge against the Cavs. And when you lose that much talent, you could see why they were swept out in that conference finals. Don't forget, they also lost Cephalosha prior to the playoffs.
Here's Mr. Moves. Teague covering. O'Neal against Millsap. And the dunk by O'Neal.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with the dunk like that.
The Hawks trail by 14. Atlanta calls timeout. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
And Bazemore kicks to Teague. With nobody on him, he buries the jumper. Teague's got 4 points now in the quarter. The Cavaliers leading by 12. Well, you just watch Jeff Teague. He's a natural scorer. Clark, he's also made steady improvement as a playmaker.
Yeah, you look at his assist rate, Kevin, well in the top 10 in the league. He's cut down on his turnovers as well. You can tell he's starting to really figure it out, and the game is slowing down for him.
Cavaliers have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second half. Tremendous efficiency. And finished off by LeBron.
Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
Poked loose. He's got a clear path. Here's Mr. Moves. And he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
Quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
Down low. And here's the fast break. Cephalosha leading the way. Here's Bazemore. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't get the lid off.
And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle on the board.
And you know what? No rebounds, no rings, and they've controlled the boards, and that's what's given them control of this game. And chalk up a few more points for them there. This has been a one-sided game in just about every area.
Absolutely. I echo that sentiment. Their offense, their defense, I mean, it's all been terrific.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Jordan comes in for Fresh, and Steph Curry subbed in for Irving. Splitter kicks it over to Schroeder. Just 5 to shoot. Splitter sets a screen, and that one's good. Schroeder.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
It's deflected, and they get it back. Out to the right wing. Here's Mr. Moves. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist. 20 points for Mr. Moves.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's key to this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
Now here's Schroeder. Defense right on him. And he gets it to go. Splitter's got his second bucket of the night.
And he placed that pass out in front of him and let him just run into it in rhythm.
Here's Mr. Moves. 20 points for him. And Mack kicks it over to Schroeder. Here's Splitter. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. The Hawks have shot 80% from the line tonight, going 4 of 5 so far.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Yeah, in general, season, guys.
Paul's checked in for Mr. Moves. The Cavaliers leading by 19 points. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Curry is inside. He's guarded by Schroeder, and that one's good. 16 points for Steph Curry.
And just a little bit ragged defensively there, Clark.
Outside Korver. Here's Mack. Gets to the corner and buries it. Here's Curry. It's blocked. Korver. Can't get it to go.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Cavalier girls.
And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. Fourth quarter on the court for the Hawks. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Teague. Then there's Paul Millsap. Then there's Horford. And it's Scott in at the 4 spot. Here's Millsap. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play chance here. Kent Bazemore's checked in for Mike Scott. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Cavaliers.
Boy, guys, I really like how they've driven the ball to the basket in this game. I mean, they've been very aggressive with it.
And I also love the way they move the basketball. Their passing has been outstanding here in the second half.
Passes it to Horford. And Teague has it in the corner. Picked by Horford. Hawks passing it around. Schroeder. No good with the triple. The Cavaliers leading by 16. Paul passes to James. Good work defensively by Millsap. The Hawks shooting 43% from the floor. Teague left side. The feed to Schroeder. Five to shoot. Bazemore dishes to Horford. No good from 11 feet.
He operates well in traffic, but still, that's just a tough play to finish.
The shot's good from Paul.
And an open path to the hoop there. Easy bucket. We've seen that far too many times today.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over.
And, guys, you talk about ascendant stars in the NBA. None brighter than Steph Curry, the leading vote getter for the All-Star game a season ago. But what I love, he doesn't let it go to his head. I mean, he remains grounded and focused on winning.
What I like, though, about Stephen Curry also is his demeanor, Clark. He cheers on his teammates, keeps his head up through adversity. He does it all.
Yeah, he's pretty much unflappable. He's level-headed, and he puts his teammates first. That's what makes him a championship-caliber superstar.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Hi, guys. I had a chance to find out what Mike Budenholzer was discussing with his guys. He told the team he wanted their offense to run through Millsap. Coach emphasized getting him as many touches as possible, saying he is going to be one of the guys to carry us the rest of the way. With the minutes ticking down and the deficit still a big one, those adjustments have to be a chance worth taking, Kevin.
Thanks again, Doris. The Hawks trail by 18. And here's the fast breaks. Here's Horford. And that's 10 points for Al Horford.
Nice pass that time. What excellent vision by Jeff Teague out there.
Harden with it. He's picked up by Millsap. Teague can't hit.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
Cans the shot from the wing. And it's now 22 points for Mr. Moves.
And such a steady hand. I mean, he's one of those guys that's really allowed them to take the lead.
Well, he's just so reliable and dependable and consistent, especially here today. I mean, his shooting percentage is off the charts.
Harden outside. No good on the three. The Hawks trail by 16. Here's Bazemore. Here's the teardrop. Fresh pulls it in.
Boy, he blew the easy two by profiling, trying to look good. That's a bad decision and poor execution.
Mr. Moves gets it to fall, and now he's 10 of 15 on the game.
And he's really made the most of his opportunities today. I mean, he needs to keep working for those kinds of looks.
And Bazemore kicks to Horford. Picked by Horford. Here's Millsap. And the rejection by Cousins. Here's Mr. Moves. Teague covering. Good. 26 points for Mr. Moves.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
It really is. 5 out of 6 of their last field goals have come from the paint.
It's Harden with the drive, and there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. That's on Jeff Teague. When you think of James Harden, you don't think much about his athleticism. His strength, though, is exceptional for his position.
Yeah, I think that's his greatest attribute. His ball handling's good, but it's his strength. He's able to run through contact.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. James is checked in. Teague, the pass to Horford. Sefolosha dishes to Teague. He's looking for Horford and finds him. Cannot hit. O'Neal with the defensive effort.
Not only is their lead big, but their advantage on the boards is huge, too.
They've been the aggressors, plain and simple, outworking them, fighting for every loose ball.
The three from Sefolosha. And that comes off the assist by Jeff Teague. Teague's got 3 assists tonight. The Cavaliers leading by 19 points. Mr. Moves passes to Cousins. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
That's a very good high percentage. look right there.
And Al Horford is just a winner, guys. I mean, win 2 NCAA titles at his time playing for Florida. His teammates call him the Godfather because of how calm and quiet he is in terms of his leadership and the mentoring he provides. It's been the same here in the NBA.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Davis is checked in for Shaq. Irving comes in for DeMarcus Cousins. And it's Jordan in for James Harden. Here's Mack. Great D that time from Davis.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm. And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Cavaliers.
And they could do no wrong today, Steve. That's right. This was a team performing to its Clark fullest capabilities.
Yeah, and a very satisfying win for them, too. A game to remember, and on the other side, definitely one you want to forget as soon as possible.
And it'll advance their win total up to 12 on the season.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
The stats tell us, Greg, that the winner of the first game is a big favorite to come out on top in the overall series.
I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was for Mr. Moves. He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
Here's Atlanta now. Here's Mack. He kicks it to Korver. There's 18 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Here's Mack. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. 12 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Left side Irving. Down low. Davis, the pass to Mr. Moves. There's the triple. No good. So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. They poured it on tonight, Clark. A dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
I don't think they have anything but positives to take away from this win. Offensively, defensively, every aspect of the game, it all went.